Been up for 40 odd something hours. The sweat on my back's got my shirt soaked and sour. And oh, it's already gone. Second night's coming and I'm spinning back around. We're all caught up, can't hear or feel a sound. And oh, it's already gone. And here comes the feeling when you don't got nothing and all you want to do is get up and start running. You can't hide long cause you know it's gonna start up again. Here's one thing that I know for certain, this life's too short to be worrying about you hurting for long. Oh, it's already gone. But money's not something that's free. Seems the roll of the dice never rolls back to me. And oh, it's already gone. A bird in my hand, 2 cans in the other, start spinning around. Now here comes another. And oh, it's already gone. And here comes the feeling when you don't got nothing and all you want to do is get up and start running. You can't hide long cause you know it's gonna start up again. Here's one thing that I know for certain, this life's too short to be worried about you hurting for long. Oh, it's already gone. And all you want to do is get up and start running. You can't hide long cause you know it's gonna start up again. Here's one thing that I know for certain, this life's too short to be worried about you hurting for long. Whoa, it's already gone. Already gone. It's already gone. Go.
What's up, boys? We are back on a winner Tuesday. Now, it was a little ugly. We got the drops out of the way. We got the drops out of our system. We played them before the show even started. That was intentional. Got it out of our system. We're not going to look at a single drop this whole film breakdown. We already saw them. We saw them. Okay, we're good. We're done. We've seen it all. All right. We can talk about them. But I have some clips loaded up that are not drops. We're going to move on from those, from the clips. They happened. It's not ideal, but they happened. All right. This is your first time with us. Welcome. We do film breakdowns around here, usually Tuesday nights at 9 p.m. So subscribe to the channel. We do Friday night shows, too. I did a show last Friday night. It was awesome. Or Thursday night. I did Thursday night last week. So, yeah, this is what we do. It's also a fan show. So, if you're a fan of the Jaguars, guessing you are if you're here, it's a fan show. So, get into the comments. Tell me what you think. What do you think about the game? What do you think about the offense, the defense? What do you think our probability of making the playoffs are now that we beat the Texans, put them to 0-3? We're excited, though. Listen, we'll take a win. I've heard a lot of people say, so I'm kind of just parroting this, like this is a game the team would have lost last year. Like they would have lost this game last year, and we won this year. So I'll take it. I'm happy. Let's go. Let's get into it. I'm going to go straight into the comments. First one in the chat. Preston Timms, 2-1. Let's go. Feels so good to see improvements in different areas like the trenches, turnovers, stuff that we saw bring us down the last few years in 3 weeks. Some new stuff too, but fixable. I like it. I like it a lot. Second comment, woohoo, from Q Revere. First channel member, though, so I will give you credit for that. This isn't a begathon, but I do like the channel members being involved. Why aren't more sports radio people talking about how freaking cool those uniforms looked? Oh, and the throwback Microsoft window boxes around everything on the scoreboard were nice. They were. Very nice. Very nice. Nolly Full Cab in the chat. What's up, Nolly? Haven't talked to you in a while. I missed you. Hope everything's going well. He spams the board. Blake Bortles emojis. Robert Atcher says he doesn't want the offensive film. I do have some clips, but my folder is pretty small for the offensive clip. But my defensive folder, you know I like some defense. C. Beecher said, what up, buddy? Not much. Had a good day today. Got home in time to cut some film. I'm feeling good. The Jags are 2-1. The Jags are away at 4 p.m. Same day as the Ryder Cup final day. If you're a golf guy, then you know what I'm talking about. And then we come off of that great weekend with a Monday night football game. Let's go. Pretty good. Chandler Berger, another channel member. Wow, the channel members are really in here tonight, which I appreciate. It's great to see us finally win an ugly game. We'll have to keep doing it for me to truly believe, but it looks like they can finally fight through the wall. GM Vision says, Duval. Q Revere says, life's too short to be worried about your hurting for long. Oh, it's already gone. Good song. Good song. Jordan Roberts says, we abused Child Stroud for talking crazy to Fred Taylor. Shay, another channel member, 2-1. Let's go, Jags. Broke the Houston streak up. Shay says, up next, West Coast and Monday Night Football Chiefs. Heck yeah. Pumped about that. The drops were the story of the game on offense. Will, you're right. But we already got that out of the way. I don't know if you joined even like at the beginning of the show intro, I just clipped all the drops, put them all together, ran them through a quick film, didn't talk about them. We're not going to talk about them because listen, these guys are professionals. Like everyone on the local radio is like, they just need more reps. They just need more. These guys that have been playing wide receiver since they were 3 years old need more reps. I don't think so. I hate to tell you. Sometimes dropping the ball is just a mental error. Sometimes it's thinking about the run before the catch. It's sometimes Trevor throwing too hard, to be honest with you. Like he could put a little more touch on some of the passes. Not all of them. I'm not saying all the drops are because of Trevor, but there are some where Trevor could put a little more. There was one catch that I think it was Quint Allen made or someone made in the middle of the field where like it was a bullet. And I was like, oh, wow. Like I'm surprised he didn't drop that. There are a lot of things to go around. I doubt these NFL wide receivers who have been catching a football since the age of 5 need more reps at catching the football. Like, I'm just going to throw that out there. I every time I heard that, I was like, okay. Oh, yeah, this stream's getting taken down. No. So my plan is last film breakdown, I rattled off too many clips in a row without taking a break. And so YouTube, the algorithm was like, well, wait a second. Are you using NFL rights without written permission? And I was, and that's on me. Listen, I can admit when I'm doing things I'm not supposed to. I shouldn't be using NFL film without the written consent of the NFL. They say that before every game. The Gorf, $5. Can we give a shout out to Anton Harrison for absolutely... It's a little too early in the show to be flying around cuss words, and here's why. The Garf. Appreciate the $5. A lot of young people watch this show, and I'm getting to the clips after this comment. I'll go through a couple clips. Okay, so if you're here for the film breakdown, hang with me. I'm almost there. A lot of young people watch this show, like younger than you would even like I hear from them all the time. I don't like to, use like bad language early in the show because I want to set a good example for young people. like when you become an adult and you get into like your job, whatever, say whatever you want. You have your job, doesn't matter. Your friend group, say whatever you want. But for like these young people, like, I want to set a good example. So I appreciate the $5. And we will give a shout out to Anton Harrison. He did have one play where he missed on a block pretty bad. But if you say he's gonna miss on one play, like I'll take that. And Anton Harrison has been playing well. I think his PFF grade is super high. I don't really trust PFF grades, but if it's like super high, like I think it's one of the second highest rated right tackle. That's good. That's good. All right, let's get into some clips here. Of course, we're gonna start with the defense for sure. How about we start with Josh Hines Allen? Because I'm not gonna say I was tough on Josh Hines Allen, but I definitely said a couple times I wanted to see a little bit more out of Josh Hines Allen just because of how much we were paying him and things of that nature. So let me start off with a little bit of Josh Hines Allen. And so what you're going to see here is you are going to see him out here, as he always is, on the right side, which is strange for me because a lot of teams will play left side, right side, like we do with Hines Allen and Walker. Like Hines Allen plays the right side, Walker plays the left side. Some teams will play strong side, weak side. In this formation, the Texans are in like what we would call 12 ace personnel, right? We call this 12 ace because they have one running back and then two tight ends. So 12 ace. So there really is no strength here unless you want to call the strength to the field. But in the NFL, the hashes are so narrow that like there's field on both sides. Like in high school football, the hashes are like here and like way out here. So like the strength's a little bit easier. College, they're even a little bit more like they're closer. In the NFL, dude, those hashes are so tight. There's field on both sides. Like they want offense. So they do play left and right. So you're gonna see Josh Hines Allen here and watch. I thought he had a great game. So watch him here. They're gonna have a guy in like the 3 technique. They're gonna have a guy here in the 5 technique. I guess you'd call this a 7 technique. And some coaches would call this a 7 technique. Some coaches would call this a 9 technique. It depends on your coach, but for the sake of this conversation, we'll call it a 7 technique because 9 techs are typically when there's no tight end and they're just out here in space and they're standing up. But whatever, that's semantics. Watch Josh Hines Allen here. Just beautiful play. Like beats the block. Like, first of all, like you're going to put Nico Collins. Like you're telling me that the Texans offense was like, hey, Nico Collins is going to come block Josh Hines Allen on this stretch play where they try to get the ball to the sideline, to the boundary, which I don't love that play call, especially when it's Josh Hines Allen out there. Just great job. Like not going to work. Just absolutely not going to work. And like, again, he doesn't get a lot of sacks, but he makes a difference on play in and play out. Like, take a look at this play. Like, this play, he doesn't get a sack, right? He doesn't. Out here in the same spot. But watch how he's able to impact the play without getting a sack. Watch this. I mean, he makes Stroud roll out to his right like immediately and throw the ball away. This was 3rd down, or I think they ended up going for it on 4th down and getting it. But, like, Josh Hines Allen just, like, destroys the tight end here. Like, no chance. Like, again, don't put Nico Collins or your tight end on Josh Hines Allen. Like, I'm sorry. Like, he's just too good for that. Outruns everybody. Great job. Like, he's just really, really good. And I know you all know that, but I just want to show you some clips to show, like, even when he doesn't get the stats, like, he still is, like, very good. Like, here's a play where he actually does get on the score sheet as far as sacks. Again, the same spot, that outside 9 technique. Just beats the left tackle, like, with ease. Just beats the left tackle, like, no problem at all. And Armstead gets in there, too. Like, let's give Armstead, like, his. He does. He gets in there. And they're going to do a little stunt here where he takes on the center, and then he's going to stunt around into this A gap to the boundary side. And Hines Allen's going to collapse and do a speed rush on the outside. And then he's basically just going to collapse CJ Stroud where he has no chance to do anything here. It's beautiful. Beautiful. Love that. There's another one. There's another one. Oh, this one here. The last interception of the game that, like, sealed it for us to win the game. Like, watch Josh Hines Allen. Like, again, he actually forces the pass to be tipped. He speed rushes again, gets around the left tackle, hits the ball in the quarterback's hand, interception. Antonio Johnson, welcome to the contribution list here, Antonio Johnson. Watch him here on the edge. Yeah, he's just too fast and too strong. Like, great job all around by everybody. I thought Hines Allen had a fantastic game. And against that Texans offensive line, like, we needed that. Like, we did need that. So I'm happy. I'm here for it. LFG, let's go. Hines Allen. Okay, I'm super backed up on comments, but that's how these film breakdowns go. I'm sorry. You guys know me. I'm typically someone that likes to get to every comment, and I try to. With the film breakdowns, it's hard to do. So I will try to just get to as many as I can. If I do miss your comment and you thought to yourself, like, no, this is a good comment, I want Jason to read it, just copy paste it, type it again. I say that every show because people tell me, like, oh man, you didn't get to my comment. I'm like, well, did you type it again? Because on these film breakdowns, it can be tough. All right, let's just Nolly Full Cap member for 48 months says Duval. I like that. I'm going to start with a random one here. Let's go with Big Diesel. Big Diesel says, I'm concerned teams will now just run a bare front like the Texans and dare Trevor Lawrence to beat them. Very concerned. Well, we still ran the ball well, even against the bare front. And I will take my chances with Trevor Lawrence against the bare front. Like, again, we saw all the drops. Like, that's not going to happen every week. And if it does, we got bigger problems than the bare front. We got a personnel problem. So I'm not worried about Trevor Lawrence. Like, he had some bad throws. He had some things that he could have done better. Wasn't insanely sharp again, but he did have some good throws. Like, I don't think I clipped a throw. Let me see. There's one throw I didn't clip, and I almost did. No, I didn't clip it, but it was just a good throw, timing throw to beat as Parker Washington or BTJ. But he had some good throws, but he could be better. But I'm not worried about Trevor Lawrence against the bare front. I'm not. We still ran the ball effectively. I'm okay with it. Main complaint with Josh has been his lack of plays and gotta have it spots. This week he made them. Okay, that's fair, the Garf. Isaiah Mims says the drops and penalties are what concerns me the most. If we clean that up, we'll be a great team. Yeah, you saw a couple like holdings, but like the holdings I wasn't too mad about because a lot of them were on plays where Trevor ended up getting sacked anyways or would have gotten sacked. So that's more of like a you can't block problem than a penalty problem when it came to those offensive line holdings. A couple false starts by Brenton Strange. Didn't love that. But yeah. No, you're right. A couple defensive holdings, that one on Gardick was a little ticky-tacky, but you're right. I mean, you're not wrong. Those penalties are starting to add up, and those yards do add up. That's a big if, but yeah, that's accurate. We need to get rid of Shane Waldron. Not saying he's the reason why BTJ hasn't been good, but he is bad luck. He's referring to Shane Waldron being on like receiving cores, and they're not being good the last 3 years with the Bears and all of that, and that's fine. He's so low on the totem pole. Is he affecting it? Maybe. And maybe there's something to, like you said, you're saying he's not the reason why, but he's bad luck. And maybe there's something to that. Maybe. DJ M says, Jason's home. Preston Tim says, I heard people complain about Hunter, but not hearing a rookie corner's name a lot is a good sign. As long as Lewis is playing like an all-pro, we're getting turnovers. We're good. I could not agree more, Preston. The dude played 80 snaps. Like, he is doing what we drafted him to do. Deion Sanders had a comment. I literally just read it where he said that the Jaguars should play him more. I'm good with that, but I think the Jaguars are ramping him up slowly to where he will play more. And he's playing a lot. And look at this. I mean, a lot of people were like, oh, I don't want him tackling. Like, he's just a coverage corner. I mean, I don't know about that. I mean, watch him here. I mean, he's going to be out here at the outside corner. And a lot of people were like worried about him being able to tackle in space, especially against running backs. I mean, watch him here. Comes, seals the edge, makes a great tackle. We watch it from the end zone, you'll see it even more. He comes into your screen on the left a little bit late. But, I mean, look at this tackle. That's a running back. I mean, that's what everyone was worried about. Like, can Travis Hunter tackle? I mean, that's what you want Travis Hunter to do if he's going to tackle as a defensive back. So, I mean, get him on the field. I'm good with it. Like, let's go. This Jags defense is so much fun to watch. It really is. What's it going to take for our offense to play as hard as instincts are? It's really just the drops. Do y'all have any problem with the offense at all besides the drops? The offensive line is pass protecting really well. The running game is going really well. Guys on the bottom of the roster, when like Tim Patrick and Parker Washington and De'Ami Brown, are contributing a lot more than we probably thought they were going to. Brenton Strange, Hunter Long, these guys are contributing in the offense. Like, is there really any problem with the offense besides the drops? Now, when you say in sync, I don't know. Like, by in sync, it's like they got to be open, right? Like, they just got. I mean, they got to catch the ball. I mean, a lot of times they're open. You could be talking about this play here, where Trevor Lawrence like didn't do a great job with his read, but again, Trevor's good for one of these like once a game. Like, this was a bad interception, especially when you look at like the wheel route that Travis Hunter runs. I believe this is Travis Hunter here. Is it Travis Hunter? Does he run the wheel? The wheel is wide open. Yeah. I mean, that's the read or a check down. It's not Parker Washington. It's not. So a bad read by Trevor, and maybe that's what you mean by in sync, and that's okay. That's okay. That's what Trevor does, and if you're not cool with Trevor doing that, then you're not cool with Trevor, because we've watched him now for 4 years and 3 games, and that's what he does. Saw that play happen live. I was watching Travis Hunter the entire play, and I saw him run the wheel, and I love the wheel route. It might be my favorite route in the route tree is the wheel route. I love it. It's always open if you run it correctly. And it's really hard to defend. As a former defensive coach, I hated the wheel route, because you would tell your defensive back, like, hey, if he's lined up here, he's probably going to run in or he's probably going to run out. And you can kind of like process of elimination, figure out what route he's going to do after a couple seconds. The wheel route is the one you have to keep in the back of your head. Whereas if this guy goes out and then goes up, then you're in trouble. Because, follow me here, it's a little dense, but an in and up, you typically have a safety in the middle of the field. So an in and up, like, yeah, maybe he'll make the catch, but it won't be a touchdown because you have a safety there. An out and up, a lot of times, is what hits you for a home run touchdown play. So I was watching that, and I was disappointed Trevor didn't make that read, but that's what Trevor does, man. And like, it is what it is. Maybe he'll hit some like late 20s Tom Brady, Peyton Manning-esque type reading the defense. Maybe he will. But for now, you're good for one of these a game. Saxonville is back. I love it. I'm scrolling down here. Sorry, guys. Tech Jericho says, I could be wrong, but if I feel like Trevor gets slammed for everything. I watched every other quarterback this weekend throw trash balls and hospital balls, but only Trevor gets called out. That's fair. And you're right. You're right. I mean, now that I'm like looking for them more than I was in the past, I have noticed that same thing. I think what makes Trevor's deck a little stacked against him is because he was the first pick in the draft. He was labeled as generational, and he's still with the team that drafted him. Like, he hasn't moved on to another team. He wasn't cut or traded, so his expectations aren't tampered down. He wasn't like the middle of the first round pick or a second round pick. He was the first pick in the draft, labeled as generational, and still with the team that drafted him. So I think that's why he gets a little more hate than some of these other quarterbacks. Because even look at a guy like Lamar Jackson. We saw Lamar Jackson last night make some throws that you could probably question. Like, those weren't great throws. But even though he's considered as elite, he was drafted late compared to Trevor Lawrence. So, like, the expectations aren't on him. And I think that Trevor just will have those expectations until he either delivers or plays with another team. And that's really where we're at. So I would just get used to it. I understand he needs to improve some stuff, but it seems like everyone has something to say about him specifically. Yeah. Trevor reminds me of Jay Cutler. Beautiful arm, but always going to pull dumb stunt. Isaiah Mims agrees with that. They have to be thinking of giving Chad Hall a call. LOL. I'm sure Bennett is fine, coach, but hands have to be a focus now. I feel like the reason we started being able to run on Texans was after their D had to keep going back out after our O just sucked, but ran it. We did regardless, so I'll give them flowers. The Garf says Trevor does need to be more accurate on deep passes. We have too many good deep threats to not be taking the top off of defenses at least once a game. So they did try some deep throws. Like they tried one to Brian Thomas Jr. They tried one to Parker Watt. They tried one to De'Ami Brown early in the game on a deep post route, and Trevor just couldn't connect. And Trevor's having trouble with those deep ball accuracy throws. He really is. But even trying it at least makes the defense back up. It makes the safety play a little bit more cautious, which does allow the run to open up. Remember with Doug Peterson last year, the dude would never throw it deep. They would never throw it deep. So teams would just play at the line of scrimmage and just play against the run. So it is good that we're at least trying. Didn't get the notification. YouTube is censoring Pro Jags commentary. Unbelievable. Yeah. Well, I was in YouTube jail this same time last week. All right, let's take a look at some more defensive plays. Y'all want to look at some more defensive plays? Okay. How about we move on to Jordan Lewis? Jordan Lewis is just an absolute dog. Okay. So Jordan Lewis this was great instinctual play. I mean, you can look at, he's got flat responsibility in the cover 3. Okay. So cover 3 basically just means, we'll back it up a bit. Y'all know what cover 3 means, but just so you can see what their responsibility was. You got deep thirds by Tyson, deep middle by Dewey, deep thirds by Travis Hunter. You got a middle of the field move by the safety, and then you have the flats by Jordan Lewis. And he's going to play the flat, but then he's going to sink to the middle to where the interception is because they're blitzing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't really remember, but I'm guessing he's got to be playing the flat, right? If he's playing middle, he's got to be playing the flat. So you're sure cover 3 with a blitz. So I like it. The blitz worked. Great play. Absolutely great play. Just a great play. Just baited him so hard. Just baited him. I mean, this is just a smash concept. So this is what a smash concept is. And you guys know, I'm sure. But they run the smash out of trips. So basically you're going to get a curl here and then a corner here. And the goal for this is if you get leverage on the safety or the nickel, this corner should be open. So all you're going to do is read this defensive back. If this defensive back in the cover 3 sinks, you hit the hitch. If he doesn't sink and he sits, you hit the corner. So it's an easy read for CJ Stroud, or it should be. Jordan Lewis is going to show that he's sitting on the hitch. Then he's going to fall back into the corner route. Sorry, I circled the wrong guy, but you know what I mean. So you can see the concept here. The hitch in the corner. Jordan Lewis plays it perfectly in the middle. Probably not a great throw. Should have landed here. But still, he comes off of the hitch. I mean, this is how you play. This is how you play great defense, is you midpoint the 2 receivers in the route concept. And that's what he did. Absolutely great job. Here's him again for a tackle for loss. Oh, yeah, here he is right here. I think this is where he blows up the screen. I think he blows up a screen here. Watch this. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Now that's football. That's football right there. That's why he's got the C on his jersey. Oh, yeah. Celebrate. Celebrate, Jordan. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. C. Breacher says, do you think playing a similar style of difference in back-to-back weeks is an advantage for the Jags or the 49ers? a similar style defense or difference. Not sure what you mean by that. I think the Jags win. I'll spoil it for you. What's up, fellas? Not much. I'm currently in my mind trying to figure out how I'm going to use the restroom during this show. I think my plan as of now is, because I do have to go. I think my plan as of now is I'm going to try to make it like 10, 15 more minutes to a slight pause, little break, minute break, run to the bathroom, and then come back. That's what's going through my head right now. So I think that's my plan. See how long I can go. I went to the, like, listen, I've been doing this long enough to where I know, like, I have to go to the bathroom before the show starts. I did that. And 30 minutes later, I have to go again. So, like, maybe I'm getting old, but that's what's up with me. Hope everything's good with you. Pat had a few boneheaded throws. Every quarterback has it. Well, they called Lamar a running back up until year 3, not the same. Exactly. Good point. Good point. Does Trevor have an unorthodox throwing motion? No, it's not unorthodox. I just think he throws really hard. And I'm being serious with you. Like, he throws the ball really hard. And I think it's hard for some receivers to just handle it. There's got to be something, because you can't convince me that every new group of wide receivers that are brought in all have drop problems. I'm not saying it's all on Trevor, but you can't convince me that the Jaguars have just, over the last 4 years, have had 40 different receivers and all 40 have drop problems. Like, that's, I don't know. I'm not blaming Trevor. I'm not. Mahomes is a Super Bowl champ. You can't compare them. Did you see Brian Callahan is already handing over play calling duties to his quarterback coach? Likely the Jags are playing as an interim head coach when we face the Titans later in the year. It's a good call, Garf. I love how much Lewis seems to love the team. I love how, like, it seems like everyone loves the team. It's a complete 180 from last year, and it's absolutely amazing to watch. It's incredible. Rewatching the game, I think Trevor had a better game than people think. Looking at the tight window throws he made, and you have to account for the drop passes. Definitely had a better game than people think. I agree with you, Kevin. He did have some throws that weren't good, but, you know, that's okay. That's okay. To be honest, I didn't know Lewis was this type's a dude. Best Gladstone move so far. Man, I haven't thought about that. Hainsey has been very good at center, and he doesn't get the hype because he is a center, but he has been incredible. He has been incredible. He really has been. But yeah, Jordan Lewis outside of this, probably 1A, 1B for me. Absolutely. He's all over Stroud's eyes. Love the content, bro. You, Jen Jag, and UCF are my main guys. Used to be 4 with Brett James, but he got weird after Charlie Kirk. Love the content. Keep it up. Listen, you're entitled to your own opinion. I wasn't expecting the comment to go that way. I am just happy that I am in your love the content list. And hopefully I never say anything that'll get me banned off your list. So I appreciate it, Reth. I'm glad you're here. I love Charlie Kirk, so I don't know what that does for you, but I love the guy. Trevor had a bad game when I look at it. Yeah, there were drops, but he was off target bad for most of the game. Even the coach said he let some balls get away from him. Good point. I'm a Trevor believer, but he plays super cookie cutter and vanilla sometimes. He doesn't do the sidearms, pump fakes, point after the first down, etc. Not sure if it means anything. He did. He had the run. I'll pull that up. I thought that run was pretty good. Like, he ran like one time all game. And this was a huge play. This was 3rd down, I believe, and they're in 10 gun. It starts out 2x2. They put a guy in motion, so it ends up being 1x3 trips to the left. No one's open. I believe his running back runs through the A gap and clears out the linebacker, and that allows Trevor to run through. So yeah, just like I remembered. We'll take it. I cut off the end of the play, because I'm an idiot, but the end of the play, like, he actually, and especially against the Texans, like, the Texans game was the game he got destroyed last year. Runs through the contact, covers up the ball at contact, goes head first. So he's doing that at least. Right? Ingram didn't have a drop problem here. Good point. B. Old man bladder not getting any younger. I know. Don't talk about it because thinking about it is going to make me want to go. Like I said, Camp will be a head coach. Okay. I was talking to my buddy. During the game. And I was talking about how Campanelli has turned this defense around so much. He's going to be a head coach sooner than later. I don't know if it'll be next year. If they keep this up, it'll probably be next year, but within 2 years, 100%, Robert. I'm with you. I love the Jags' new leadership. Interesting question to consider. Who has made the most impact 3 games in? Cohen, Gladstone, or Campanelli? That's a tough question because they all do different things and they all work together. Like, who gets more credit for the defense? Campanelli or Gladstone? Because Gladstone is responsible for bringing the players in, and Campanelli is responsible for coaching them. The defense, by far and away, has had the biggest impact on this team. The blitz aggressiveness is Campanelli, but the guys who are doing the blitzing brought in by Gladstone. So I think that's a tough question to answer. I'd say equally, and Cohen sets the culture for the whole team. So it would be hard to pick one. I think they all 3 equally have been very impressive. Gladstone has hit on a lot of people. So I got to give it to probably Gladstone if I had to pick. But yeah, that's, again, I would say all 3 equally if I had to guess. All right. I did as long as I could. Give me 1 minute, boys. Can you give me 1 minute? I'll be right back.
Something hours, the sweat on my back's got my shirt soaked and sour, you know, it's already gone. Second night's coming and I'm spinning back around. We're all caught up, can't hear or feel the sound, you know, it's already gone. And here comes the feeling when you don't got nothing and all you want to do is get up and start running. You can't hide long cause you know it's gonna start up again. Here's one thing that I know for certain, this life's too short to be worrying about you hurting for long. Oh, it's already gone. Got time, but money's not something that's free. Seems the roll of the dice never rolls back to me. You know, it's already gone. A bird in my hand, 2 cans in the other, start spinning around. Now here comes another, you know, it's already gone. And here comes the feeling when you don't got nothing and all you want to do is get up and start running. You can't hide long cause you know it's gonna start up again. Here's one thing that I know for certain, this life's too short to be worried about you hurting for long.
You're gone. Oh, it's already gone. Sorry about that, boys. All right, I'm back. Again, I apologize. Like, cut me some slack. Listen, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? All right. Do you think we have the right people in the building now? Like, are you convinced yet? Yes. Yes, I am convinced. I am. I really am. All right, let's get some more clips. I feel bad going to the bathroom, and I feel like I need to show some clips. Do we have any more defensive clips left? Oh, this one was nice. The Devin Lloyd fumble recovery on like the last drive before this was like when they were driving to potentially win the game, and the Jags Forced turnover. Devin Lloyd, I believe, gets the fumble recovery. Was it Tyson Campbell that knocked it out? Great job. Love that. Nico Collins, what a day. Nice try, bud. Ooh. Bounced right into Devin Lloyd's hands. Love that. Look at him just fighting. Like, I love that. Like, he's just fighting. Doesn't make the tackle. I mean, helmet to helmet hit. Should have been illegal. But he's just going to hand fight with him. I mean, that, I hate to tell you guys, that play, like, won us the game. That play won us the game. So, this is my last play on defense, and it's not a good one. But remember I talked about how the wheel route is the one that kills us? Ugh. Oh, yeah, that's a tough route concept to cover. It really is. That was more just a stick move. I mean, not good. We're not going to harp on that, though. I'm not going to harp on that play. It happens. Life happens. We all make mistakes. Yes. Does Tyson Campbell make them? Sometimes. Yes. Yes. Okay. I don't know where I'm at in the comments here. Sorry. Just think how good this team will be in like 2 or 3 years with Gladstone as GM. I agree. I could not agree more, Josh. What did I miss? Says Social. Not much. I couldn't make it 40 minutes without having to go to the bathroom. I feel kind of bad about that. As a Jags fan from Brazil, what do you think is our team's ceiling? God bless. I mean, that's a good question because like we are 2-1 and we should be 3-0. I think our ceiling this year is definitely win the AFC South. I think we can catch the Colts, no problem. Maybe to the first or second round of the playoffs. And then next year? Little big man, he's been average in my opinion. I don't know who you're talking about, Timmy. He ran an O-lineman over. I was wrong about Armstead. How he's playing now doesn't jive with his play last year. Just a gap or two over here for it, though. Yeah, he does seem to be playing at a different level than he was last year. But so has Devin Lloyd. So has Tyson Campbell. So maybe it's not just... You know who we haven't seen a lot of is Ventrell Miller. Like Dennis Gardeck is taking all those snaps, and he's been good. Gardeck's been good. Gladstone would be an instant GOAT if he could restructure the Lawrence deal. Mr. Know-It-All. Good to see you. I didn't realize that was you at first. Glad you're here. I love Mr. Know-It-All. I do. I don't have a reason. Good commenter. Always see him in chats. I just like him. Cohen, Gladstone, and TB are a perfect example of what happens when you remove snakes from the pool. Do you think Strange will start getting more attention from the national media? Yeah, I mean, what did he had like a decent amount. I mean, he had some good plays. I mean, I think I have one. One of my favorite plays from Strange was this one. This is just like something we did not have last year. Like this exemplifies the aggressiveness that we have as a team, and how we're just different than last year. So again, another thing that's, and just this reminds me, like LaQuint Allen not only is the third down back, but in our 2-minute drill offense at the end of the half, he played every snap in the 2-minute drill. So this dude is like, the coaches really trust him. He is playing a lot more than I thought he was going to. He's going to go in motion though here. And watch Brenton Strange just catch and run on this play. It's absolutely beautiful. They end up going empty. Texans are lined up in there wide. Look, we got Tim Patrick. Love Tim Patrick. I'm a huge Tim Patrick fan. Okay. Good catch. It's third down. Got some yards to go. Watch this. Nope. 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 I mean, that's two guys. I mean, that's legit two guys colliding with him. Helps on the block. Makes one guy miss. Terrible tackle. And then you know what? Yeah, you both want to try to tackle me. Maybe this is why Chauncey Gardner-Johnson got cut. Maybe this is why, because he can't tackle Brenton Strange. Just leaving two guys wondering what happened. I mean, didn't get the first down, but still, good play. Wild card win. I really feel like Campbell, when healthy, plays amazing, except for one or two really busted coverage he gives up every game. Yeah, but you can't do that if you're really good. I know what you're saying. He does play really good. Like, he had the forced fumble at the end of the game. So, like, are we willing to forgive the busted coverage? Maybe. But you don't want to see busted coverages. I'm sure Gladstones will have a meeting with the Prince in the offseason. Armstead equals by asking these guys to be nothing more than they already are. It's Coach Camp. Okay, I like it. Are the Colts for real? Are they really that good, or do we have a chance against them? I have been banging the Colts drum all offseason. I think they're a really well-run franchise. I think they have a lot of good pieces, a lot of good playmakers. I do think, and I can't help but shake that it's only inevitable until Daniel Jones kind of becomes more back down to earth and who he is. And I feel like that's how everyone feels. Like, I feel like that's why we're all kind of doubting the Colts, is because of Daniel Jones. But we'll see. They're playing well right now. They're playing well right now. They said Trevor checked to a pass on the BTJ play because he detected cover 0. Can you go over how he detected that? I don't. I have that play? Let's see here. Let's see. Good question. Good question. Let's see if he checks it. I didn't notice that. He does have a play where I did notice that he checked it. I don't remember it being this one, though. This would be hard pre-snap to read cover 0. Because he wouldn't have he would have checked it before this movement. Like, this movement could have told him that it was cover 0. It doesn't. I don't even know if it's cover 0. Yeah, it wasn't cover 0. So cover 0, for those of you that are wondering, I mean, it's close. It could have been. It could have been cover 0. Yeah, you're right. Okay, so it's unless you know the play, I doubt Trevor knew that this guy was blitzing and this guy was blitzing, because they don't show it until, I mean, the ball is snapped, and they're not showing blitz pre-snap. This guy kind of showed blitz pre-snap, but it would be hard, even with the. So essentially, it could have turned into 1, 1, 1, 1, and this would be cover 0 if you're just manned up across the board. So there's a chance there's a chance. I'd be surprised if pre-snap, because I didn't clip this film until it was like kind of about to be pre-snap. Like right here, it would be tough. Maybe he saw a tendency. Maybe he did his homework and watched film and realized that it was. If so, great job. Great job. It would have been hard for me to say that he knew that both these guys were blitzing, and then he's covering the running back from here. But either way. Okay, so it wasn't cover 0. I can just tell you right now. If it were cover 0, they would have blitzed. They would have all blitzed. And because this guy doesn't blitz, it looks like a cover 1. I don't know anymore. Yeah, maybe. No, maybe it was cover 0. You don't know. That's why I always say you don't know the play call unless you know the play call. Switches the ball to his left hand. Love that. Great job. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Okay. Cohen said he canned it because he saw it. At least that's what Houston beat reporter said. You hear Trevor say 45, 45. I mean, listen, maybe he saw it. That'd be very impressive if he did. Restructures only work if you benefit from cutting the player outright. The Jags would be in dead cap hell if they cut Trevor. Can't believe some of you are entertaining it. Okay, well, I understand what you're saying, but I think more what they were saying was, could he get Trevor to restructure to a more team-friendly deal? Like maybe take his salary and bonuses and get his salary down to make room for more cap space for other players, like we've seen quarterbacks like Tom Brady do and things like that. I think that's what they meant. But I see what you're saying. It's weird how people leave the Giants and become good. Hope not, saying that's first. But if the worst happens, send a 6th and 7th for Evan Neal. Let's see what happens. A good point. I mean, I don't think Walker Little will be the left tackle of the future. I think he has been the weak. McCarry's been bad at times. He's been good, but he's been bad at times. Both McCarry and Walker Little have had a similar, like, they've been good enough, but they've had bad moments where I feel like Cleveland, Hainsey, and Anton don't have bad moments. Anton had one, but it's one. So I don't know. It is cover 0. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson messes up responsibility and goes outside instead of playing as inside man, which Kamari Lassiter ends up having to pick up. You see Lassiter do a WTF at the end. The only thing that like confuses me about it being a cover 0, and again, it could be, was if it was a true cover 0, this man would have to be manned up with the running back. And pre-snap, that would never happen. Because if he does any sort of route to the right side, they're toast. Now, if they did some sort of like pattern match with this linebacker, and if he goes right, you take him. If he goes left, I take him. That could be it, but then that's not cover 0. That's cover 1. It's not really cover 1, actually, because he would be the middle free. I don't know. It's confusing. You're right. Maybe someone messed up. Because it almost looks like he is covering the running back. Because watch how he kind of comes down and plays the running back and kind of stops. And it seems like he's kind of just playing like a middle of the field type defender. That's, and again, it's just semantics. I don't know. Because if they are in man defense, then this is Chauncey Gardner-Johnson's man. And when he goes out, he chases him out. That would be his responsibility. Again, we don't know the coverage. It could be pattern matching. And a pattern match essentially is where these two defenders basically take first guy out, first guy in. If he goes out, the outside guy takes him. If he goes in, like basically what you do is he's called reading the number 2 receiver. So this is the number 2 receiver, and he will tell you what your coverage is. So if he goes in, the inside guy takes him. If he goes vertical, the inside guy takes him. If he goes out right away, you swap the coverage to the corner, and then now the number 1 receiver becomes the inside DB's responsibility. So they could have been pattern matching. Again, we don't know the coverage, so it would be hard to say. All right. The tight end stays in, so number 2 stays in the robber position. Okay. I guess it is cover 0 because there is no free safety. So you're right. It is cover 0. You're right. Whoever said that, everyone that said that, you're correct. There's no free safety. It is cover 0. So yes, good job on Trevor on seeing that and checking it. Good call. Got the deep crossing route to BTJ. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You guys are right. You guys are right. So is BTJ all forgiven for his lack of effort in week 2? I didn't see the lack of effort, but everyone said it. So I'm a sheep and I'll just believe everybody. Sound good? Sounds good. Just got done watching 2 hours of Charlie Kirk conspiracy theories. Got to say, this cover 0 conspiracy isn't quite as emotionally invigorating. I would love to get into Charlie Kirk. I would. I'd love to get into my thoughts, but I might lose half my fan base, and I'm a sellout, so I'll save that for another time. Will Rouse, Ryan's effectively leaked out in that Chauncey Gardner's responsibility in that piece Schefter posted. Great anticipation on that throw, too. Yeah, you're right. Anton owns Will Anderson in their matchups so far. Coach United, show the clip where the tight end fell and Trevor waited until he got up to throw it to him and explain us what happened. I don't know if I have that clipped. I only have, admittedly, these many plays from offense clipped. These are the only ones I found clip worthy. If you could tell me the time in the game that it was, I could try to find it. But I go through the game and I clip plays that I think are clip worthy. Jason, how we match up with the 49ers with their injuries? I think we win the game. I mean, God knows who's playing quarterback. Bosa being out is huge for us. I never wish a player to be injured, but it does help us. Kittle's out. They got all kind of people out. So, I mean, I think traveling to the West Coast is going to be the biggest obstacle for us. But given how they play and catch specifically at home, it might not be a bad thing. What do you think has affected BTJ? Certain people believe it's because we drafted Hunter. Some say it's because of the death of Lacey. Others say hospital balls. I think he's just having a slump. That's all I think it is. He's having a slump. I mean, if he listen, we're through 3 games. If we go through the whole season and he doesn't drop the balls at the clip he is now, people are going to forget about this narrative altogether. You got to realize some people have bad stretches. It happens to everybody at every position. This could just be a bad stretch. We're all hoping that it is. What am I lazy about? What am I lazy about? I'm not saying I'm not lazy. I'm just wondering. Like, listen, I'm not perfect. I'm like BTJ. I have slumps too. Okay. I can't have slumps. You guys are just too quick to get on to people. All right. Like, let's forgive. Let's forgive people. Okay. Let's forgive those as we've been forgiven. Okay. Let's do that. I think the wrist injury on BTJ is legit. You see him bobble the ball and he was wincing multiple times on the broadcast after catching balls. It's a good point. It's a good point. Dewey had a great screen breakup and tackle for loss. Oh, I thought Dewey is just a dog. Watching Dewey and Gardick out there at the same time, 2 long-haired white guys flying around, not afraid of contact. Like, you don't see that very often. And so it's just fun to watch. You combine that with the other dogs on our team, and that's the reason why. You mix that with Trevon Walker and Josh Hines Allen, Arik Armstead, Jordan Lewis, Eric Murray. This defense is fun to watch. Devin Lloyd, did I say him already? Bobble the ball, switching what hand it's during that big catch. Was it? I know y'all can't see it. That wasn't a bobble. That wasn't a bobble. That was not a bobble. That was not a bobble. I'll show you. This was not a bobble. This was him switching the ball in his hand. He was switching the ball. That's what you do. You switch the ball to the sideline. That's what you do. That's actually heads up running with the ball. 0 idiot plays by Trevor and no drops. We win. I agree. Do you think the death of Trevor... Listen, I'm not getting into Charlie Kirk. I can tell you I watched his entire remembrance ceremony. I did, and I enjoyed it. But we're talking about the Jaguars. You text me if you want to talk about Charlie Kirk, and I'll text you about it, okay? Cali Jag, I was worried he was scared to get hit But it didn't look like it last week. He just dropped him. Film day is so much better after a dub. They're at home on a long trip for us, but I think we win 27-14. Derrick Henry has fumbled 3 games in a row, and it's a slump for BTJ. Tech Jericho, bring in the heat. Thank you, Tech. Young players and a new offense, everyone is thinking too hard. I'm with y'all. I'm with y'all 100%. Like the drops were worse this game than they were last game. And we talked more about drops last game than we did this game. It's because the drops last game cost us the game. But we had way more drops this game, but we won. So we're like, that's okay. Winning cures all. It's okay. It's okay. I love seeing Dewey play great. It was always the Jags. Slumps United. Listen, boys. We all go through slumps. That's part of life. Like you're going to go through slumps in life. No one bats 1,000. It's not about like going through slumps. It's about, can you get out of the slump? I'm going to get out of the slump. I'm not worried. I am resilient, mentally tough, and I don't have to catch the ball against people in the NFL that hit really hard. BTJ will get out of his slump. He's a great receiver. We had a whole body of work last year. He has a whole body of work in college. He's a great receiver. Let's just relax. It's 3 weeks. Oh, but in training camp, wasn't catching it either. Relax. Relax. We're good. BTJ is going through a rough patch. It would be on fans to keep his sports high and not boo him like some garbage fans did. Loser fan base. I don't know if y'all have ever. Good point, Timmy. Great point. I don't know if y'all ever watched like the Philadelphia Phillies baseball fans when Trey Turner, the baseball player, was going through a terrible slump. And they started, one fan was like, you know what we're going to do? We're going to give him a standing ovation every time he's at bat. Even though he's in a slump, we're going to give him a standing ovation. We're not going to boo him. And you know what happened? The dude hit like a home run to win the game and then got out of his slump. So I think there's something to what Timmy Devil's doing. How about that? How about that? How about instead of booing Brian Thomas Jr., Monday Night Football, when he gets announced on the team, hopefully they announce the offense, not the defense. When he gets announced, we give him the loudest standing ovation that we've ever given any player. How about we do that and show him our appreciation and show him that we've got his back? If the team can take him out to dinner and have his back, us as fans that have never gotten a hit by an NFL player, we can't show him appreciation. Dude's on his rookie deal. It's not like he's Trevor Lawrence or Tyson Campbell or any of these other guys or Reek Armstead. These guys getting hand over fist in money. He's still on his rookie deal. So how about we give him a standing ovation and see what that does for him? How the entire team got shown hands. Come on, man. Come on. Spirits. Gardick and Dewey have brought back White Boy Summer. If Dewey was 3 miles per hour faster, he'd be an insane player. Yeah, I don't think speed's his problem. That's right, Jason. Let's do what Charlie would do. Thank you, Ron. Thank you. Mac Jones is going to look out for us on Sunday. He's one of us. I don't think he's going to play. I think Brock Purdy's going to play. That's my guess. I forgive you for being a BTJ defender. Thank you. I forgive you too, little big man. Seems like Dewey's confidence in himself a few seasons ago, saying he believes he's a starter, was right on. BTJ way less balls with Mac Jones. Dropped less balls. All right, I got more film. We're an hour in. Let's just show them. How about this? This is the audible I was kind of talking about earlier. So I clipped this from the very beginning because watch how Trevor reads the defensive formation and changes the play. Watch this. He lines up. They're in a ace formation, 2 tight ends. I think he's going to go in motion. So, 12 personnel mode, 12 ace motion. But he's going to check out of the play. Watch this. He goes, wait. Don't like this. Don't like what we're doing. Earmuffs. And watch this. Everyone earmuffs. When he earmuffs, everyone earmuffs. Earmuff. Yeah, we take those. Good call, Trevor. He said, "No, we're not going to run the ball because they're going to stop the run. We're going to throw it straight out to the flat. GG. I'm better than you. Nice try, Texans." Like that. The Tootin touchdown run. Like this. Couple things I liked about this. I'll play it through and then I'll show you what I liked about it. Ezra Cleveland, or no, Robert Hainsey, the last guy left. Watch my boy here at center. Just watch my boy here at center. Fatukasi who? What? Excuse me? Fatukasi? Did you used to play for this team? Because you just got stood up and pushed into the end zone by the guy snapping the football. This guy had to snap the football to the quarterback in shotgun, not under center. He had to snap it to the quarterback, and then he just manhandles a massive D tackle. And look what Tootin does. Appreciate the block, brother. I'm just going to run right into the end zone. Wearing 33. Wearing 33 like the legend Greg Jones used to. Hainsey might be up there with Jordan Lewis and the best thing that Gladstone did. And that's the thing. Because I doubt Gladstone was like, hey, there's this random backup center from the Bucks who might be good. No. You know, Cohen went, hey, Jimmy, this is going to sound crazy. I got this center that I coached in Tampa. He lost the starting job, but you got to trust me. The dude's a dog. He's a dog. And Jimmy probably said, are you sure? And Liam said, yeah, I'm sure. And Jimmy said, yeah, he's got to prove it to me because I'm a little worried because we need help at center. Our center just retired. I'm about to trade Luke Fortner. Like, I don't know. I mean, he got benched. And Liam Cohen said, no, I'm good. I'm good. Give me Hainsey. Tutty. Let's go, boys. Let's freaking go, Robert Hainsey. But Timmy boos Trevor instead. Timmy boo's mean. He watches almost every show. So let's not worry about that. Okay. That's fine. Let them know, Jason. None of us would survive if we wouldn't. We wouldn't, dude. These dudes are like, they hit so much harder than people realize. It's a car crash. It's a car crash every time you get hit. It really is. BTJ is in a sophomore slump, but our quarterback's being paid $1 gazillion. Fatu Kasi, man. I've really enjoyed watching Gardick play, the Barbarian play. I think they should ramp up discussions with Trayvon and get him signed. Lloyd, too. Now, that's interesting because Lloyd's in his contract year, and he has played well enough to get a contract. No getting around that. I just hate, I'm not saying Lloyd's doing this. I just hate when players like ball out their contract year, and then that's the only year they ball out. Because if we pay Lloyd a lot of money and he regresses, he's the guy who balled out his contract year, and it's not his fault. He's doing the best he can. That's just what's going through my mind. Okay. I'm not saying I'm right, or I'm not saying we shouldn't give him a deal. I'm just telling you what I'm thinking. I'm just telling you what I'm thinking. If they want Brock Purdy the rest of the season, they should hold him out against this defense. Ooh, good point. Good point. Did you play the clip where Al Shababa gets his No, I don't have that many offensive plays. I mean, I have one with Strange. Oh, yeah, I did. Is this the one? This is the one. Bam! What happened, buddy? You can only hit quarterbacks? You can only hit quarterbacks when they're sliding? That's tough, brother. Bam! Imagine being like this badass where, I hit quarterbacks when they're sliding to the ground. And then Brenton Strange just absolutely levels your ass when two guys are tackling him. I can watch this play all day. I mean, that's why I clipped it. Apparently, you can only hit quarterbacks when they're down, but for like 5 yards. But a tight end, oh no, can't do it. Can't hit a tight end. I'm not strong enough to hit a tight end. I can only helmet to helmet a quarterback when he's sliding to the ground. James Stewart, number 33. I think of Greg Jones, but you're right. Even though they let us score, I thought the cuts ETN made were impressive. Line, he glitched his way into the end zone. I mean, they did let him score, and me and a buddy of mine were talking about that. And we were around some places. We were around some people that like maybe don't really know a lot of football. Maybe they do, but they were like, "We're so dumb. Why do you score there, brother? You score there. You score there. Take the knee at the 1, then score." No, you score there. Shay, how about those offensive adjustments to the run game scheme at half to counteract the new fronts Houston was showing? We actually have an NFL head coach now. Al Shalababala is self-deporting to a Muslim country. Give T-Law more than 3 games in one of the more complicated systems in the league before we come to conclusion, guys. He's not seeing a big jump around week 12. We got an issue. Fair. Hainsey got an extra lick on Aziz Al terrorist during the game, too. Y'all are killing me. Y'all are killing me with this. I like it. I like it. I like it. Are you burnt out on the Travis Hunter media? No, I'm not. I mean, it's not like positive media, which I don't love, but they're talking about us. They're talking about us a lot. And when we are looking up and we're 7-1, they're going to be saying Travis Hunter is this, but the Jags are 7-1. Maybe 6-2. By week 10, once everyone has mastered the system, we should be seeing this offense moving. Hainsey beat out the TBB first-round draft pick center, but they went with the rookie. Josh Hines Allen balled out contract year, but yeah, it's different player to player. Yep, you're right. You're right. You're right. Your boy Hainsey cleans Aziz up at the end of that strange play. He's on the ground twice that play. Oh. You're right. You're right. Good call, Shay. Good call. I love Hainsey. What up, Zero? What you doing? What you doing, bud? Oh, wait. That's not a football position. It's not a good position. That's all I'm gonna say about that. That's not good right there. Okay. Brenton Strange also pancaked Will Anderson and stood there talking shit one play. By the O-line. Armstead may give Purdy turf toe like he did Burrow. Yeah. You saw he got knocked. Yeah. Nice call, Cat. Nice call. We can tag Lloyd twice, actually. That's a good point. But tag on a linebacker, I don't know what that would be. Twitch after? I have to be at work at 7 a.m. tomorrow. It's only 10:15, and I'm about to end. So, yes, the answer to that, Brenneman, is yes. I will be on Twitch after. I go on Twitch sometimes. It's a little less formal. I don't know if you guys are into the Twitch thing. It's in the video description. I'm not plugging it. I'm not trying to be a Twitch streamer. I promise you. But I do go on there, and it's fun. So if you're into that type of thing, video description. I'll jump on after this. He gets some center treatment too. The tag wouldn't be worth it for Lloyd. All right, I'm scrolling down. Lugs. I appreciate that ETN touchdown. I started him on multiple fantasy teams. Speaking of Twitch, I finally gave up my Rust addiction after 20 months of no lifting. Game is as addicting as drugs, in my opinion. Lugs, come on, man. Come on. We haven't even played a wipe yet. Okay, listen, Lugs, hear me out. I feel bad saying this. Lift. Please don't hear this as me saying don't lift. But let's at least run a wipe together before you give it up. Let's run a wipe together. We can do like a 2X or something like that, so we don't have to spend much time on it. Let's run a wipe. I'll show you PvP, baby. I'll show you PvP. Laughing at Hainsey. Nice point. Timmy tag might be the move. 24-hour stream. You're right. I got to work at 7. I got to be at work at 7. For those of you that know me, I don't typically wake up until 8. So tomorrow morning is going to be tough. You can tag Lloyd twice and pay Trayvon, Strange, and ETN. And if ETN gives us team friendly, we should all quit our jobs and play Rust all day. My wife and 4-month-old son hate when I sit down. Okay, I didn't realize that you were dealing with that. I take it back. Take it back, Lugs. Congratulations on the 4-month-old. That's awesome. We always give a huge shout out to dads around here. Being a dad is the most honorable thing you can do. It's so much harder than people think. It takes a lot of it's a death to self. So we always respect dads. Be there for your kid and your wife. Feels so good to be the reason Prozac prescription has rose in Houston. To be fair, Hainsey didn't play under Liam back in Tampa. Barton was drafted after Liam became OC. Now Barton is ranked in the mids while Hainsey looks strong under Liam. Yeah. Okay. All right. That's it for me, boys. I appreciate you all. Thanks for letting me take that little bathroom break in the middle of the show. I do appreciate that. Thanks to those of you that are here. YouTube jail didn't get us, so it's a win. It's a win for us. Also, the Jags won, so double win. Can't wait for the triple win when we go to San Fran at 4 p.m. on Sunday and take a win. I may do a show Sunday or Saturday because I don't think I'll be able to do one Friday. I have to work Friday night again. Thursday night, I got some plans. So Saturday, I may do a show. So maybe Saturday midday. I'm golfing. We'll see. It may be tough. I'll try to get on here. I appreciate and love all of you guys. Thank you so much for spending your time here on Jaguars United and talking Jags and watching some film and watching some clips. If you'll hit that thumbs up button, I'd really appreciate it. If you're not subscribed and you subscribe, I'd really appreciate that too. If you tell a friend that's a Jags fan, how about this? I'll post on Instagram. I can commit to posting on Instagram. I'll do a story of like my golf outing. Seabacher is not a demon on R6. He's so overrated at R6. It's so overrated. Thanks, my guy. I'm going to try, Preston. I'm going to try. Seriously, love you guys from the bottom of my heart. I cannot tell you guys that enough because I really do mean it. RIP Charlie. Love you guys. I'll see you guys very soon. Until then, as always, go Jags.